Hi, I wanted to make a short video about a technique I learned from a top Harley Street therapist to help when we're triggered or we've got an emotion stuck or we're feeling really upset or there's lots of emotions going on in our bodies. And you can do it as often as you like, for as long as you like, and there's different ways of doing it. So the first thing to do, you want to try and make sure you're sitting in a chair where you can have your feet flat on the floor, ideally your back supported. I'm not very supported here, so I'm going to put a big cushion behind me. And then you don't want to be rigid. You want the kind of air and the energy and the breath and any emotions to feel that they can just move around. And you might feel really tight and stuck inside, but that's okay. Just give all that stuff space. As I say, feet flat on the floor. Maybe it doesn't matter where your hands are actually, because you're going to use them in a minute. And then, depending on what sort of state you're in, if you're really triggered and you're really frozen and stuck, you might not really be sure what emotion you're feeling. There might be a lot of things going on. That really doesn't matter. This works for anything. But you're going to try and feel into one emotion or something. It could be anger, fear, it could be scared, it could be sadness, grief, loneliness, whatever it is. And it could be all of those, and that's okay, because you can go through each one as they come up. And then you're going to use a technique that it kind of just helps your brain and your body process some of these things when everything's a bit hectic. And you take your hands and place them on top of your shoulders like this. And you're just going to, not too gently. You don't want to be all feathery, and you don't want to be too hard. It's just a kind of firm but gentle, sort of soothing, comforting sort of feeling. Not too fast, not too slow. Just find a rhythm that kind of works for you. And then as you do that, you can feel into whatever emotion is there. And it really helps to name it. There's a lot written about this, that if you can name the emotion, it kind of automatically, helps that to come to the surface, to process it. And you can just say something like, I feel angry. And then just as you do that, it might take a while, because you might be really tense and really frozen and really stuck, but stay with it for a bit. And just make sure your feet are flat on the floor and you can feel that connection to the ground. You can feel your seat bones on the chair. You can feel your back on the back of the chair or the cushion or whatever you're leaning against. And you can just do this slowly, and you can name whatever you're feeling. And as I say, if things are bouncing around and moving around, that's okay. It can be, I feel angry, I feel scared, I feel sad, and you can say it as many times as you like. And it's really just about allowing you to feel into those feelings while you're kind of comforting yourself, and it's allowing you to deal with something that's quite intense, but while there's something else going on as well. So you're just calming your system down while all this stuff is going on inside you, wherever it is. So do it for as long as you like, as little as you like. Probably a good idea to shut your eyes, then you can really kind of tune in to what you're feeling and just name the feeling. I feel angry, I feel angry, I feel angry, I feel sad, I feel sad, I feel sad, I feel scared, I feel scared, I feel scared, I feel pain, I feel pain, I feel pain, I feel lonely, I feel lonely. And you can just keep doing it. And, there's other things you can do if that gets a bit, starting to get a bit of friction on your sleeves. You can take it up to your forehead and do the same here. And it's just really, not firm. You don't want to be pressing. You don't want to be too feathery. You've got to feel that kind of gentle pressure. You can maybe even do it on here. You can certainly do it on the palms of your hands. That can be quite nice if you like that sort of thing. Maybe, on your thighs down to your knees, from the tops of your thighs down to your knees. You can vary it. Probably start with this one, just to bring your nervous system down, bring you out of that trigger state. Find a room. If you're at work, find a room for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And if it's a particular situation that's really upsetting you, either from the past or from present, can really, really help to make those to calm your system down, to process those emotions and make those situations and feel a bit less triggering, upsetting, painful. It's a really useful, practical technique. Give it a go. Let me know how you get on. As with all these things, you can go much deeper with a coach or a therapist. But this is something you can actually do on your own, when things get a bit too much, or you're really anxious or really triggered, or there's just too much emotion going on. You need to give space to it, and this can really just help calm things down and, really importantly, help you process emotions that haven't really been processed. Anyway, yeah, let me know how it goes, and hope it helps.